former colleague of mine has a new book coming out later this fall on the future of credentials, Sean Gallagher, and he's looked at that question in some depth. My own feeling is that certainly the U.S. Department of Education is trying to foster innovation by creating some permeability across these boundaries. And so, for example, with the EQUIP program, we see the department trying to foster relationships between for-profit companies like code academies to collaborate with nonprofit universities to create programs for credit that are Title IV eligible that allow students to more quickly get, for example, computer science education and take that to the employment market. And so there are a number of universities that are now collaborating with these for-profit companies that might otherwise threaten to supplant their own academic programs. So ideally, by fostering that kind of collaboration, there can be a real win-win-win, right? So universities win because they grow enrollment, because they're tapping into a new pipeline of prospective students. The companies win because they're also growing their enrollments and they're getting the brand halo effect of working with that university. And ideally, the students are winning too because they're now having some choices about where they go and what kind of credentials and rewards they get for pursuing that particular form of education. I also think that there has been for many years and will continue to be a lot of innovation, particularly within the continuing and professional education community, around program packaging, whether that means non-credit, or for credit, whether that means degree programs or certificates or other smaller chunks of educational experiences that can articulate together and potentially, nest inside one another and become something bigger, a certificate or a degree program. Certainly with the MOOC platforms like Coursera and edX and others, we see some effort to create new venues for developing new kinds of credentials. We've had the badging initiatives underway for many years now, and in some ways those are becoming legitimate alternatives. People capturing their learning experiences on LinkedIn, even though they're non-credit, and having some recognition in the marketplace. So I do expect that there will continue to be some innovation around those areas. However, I don't see those boundaries going away. I think the boundaries are there. The boundaries are there to be played with, but they're also there for a reason. And by and large, most employers still want someone with a bachelor's degree. That's a reality, and I don't expect that to change in the near future.